Like, share, like, share, like, share. Everybody's talking about the local government election that Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the attitude of the director of election, Glasspole Brown, is monkeying and pussyfooting around, behaving like them want to thief the election from the PMP. But I am warning Mr. Mark Golding. Mr. Mark Golding, Jamaica know that you're an eminent lawyer and you have a lot of friends in the PMP who are also eminent lawyers. And if you, Mr. Mark Golding, allow this wretched Prime Minister and this dirty attitude of the director of election, Glasspole Brown, monkeying around, behaving like he's in accordance with the Jamaica Labour Party. I call on the people of Jamaica to demand the resignation of EOJ President Glasspole Brown to resign. Yes, this agent of the JLP is not straightforward in declaring this local government election in accordance with the law of our land. And we are asking Mr. Glasspole Brown to do the right thing. We are asking you, the director of election, Glasspole Brown, to do the right thing and don't make Andrew Holness and the help of journalists from the wretched TVJ and RJR media to steal this election. And Mark Golding, the indictment is on you to defend this election, because the people of Jamaica and across the Caribbean and in the diaspora know that you have won this local government election and the PMP is pressing forward. I need you to listen this.
All right. Thank you, everyone, again.
Did that sound to you like a jubilant Prime Minister? Did that sound to you like a Prime Minister who think he has done well, and because he has done well, he has won the election? Or does it sound like a Prime Minister who is licking his wound in public, even after him and the director of election is trying to steal some seats blatantly? Have a look at this graphics for me. On a northern mid-downs, it is quite clear, but at the bottom, look at the mountainside division. It is to be said that a lot of numbers are still to be certified. Where
people, earlier in the election, you could see the map of Jamaica from about 7 o'clock rapidly turning orange And most of these part of Jamaica were green. And when I'm saying that turning orange, I'm talking with most of the box counted. It goes as far as that mouthpiece radio Cliff used. Eve was getting angry at about 8 o'clock to 8:30 and said, PMP have won the election. And I don't know what Mr. Glasspole Brown. And earlier, we did hear that some of the member of parliament, not going to call any name, but their eminent lawyer, yes, were at the electoral office on Red Hills Road. What are you doing at the electoral office, Mr. Finson, Mr. Tavares Finson? What are you doing there? Yes, the Jamaican people need to know what is your present at the electoral office, Mr. Finson.
To have a proper clarification of the numbers. But should the mountainside division be called on paper here for the people, for the Jamaica Labour Party? Based on the numbers, the People's National Party holds 2,155. The Jamaica Labour Party, 1,446. However, they called that seat. They called that seat for the Jamaica Labour Party. I am very confused. Is there more of this across the country? So, Cousin Jamie, tell Derek Sangster, me say, and the electoral office, them say back off for that seat. Yeah. And let me say, congratulations. Congratulations to Drayton Campbell and Mark Goldwyn. Both of you almost did it single-handedly against many odds.
I must say that also, congratulations to Mr. Mark Goldwyn, because many pundits were saying that you could not do it, and you have proven them wrong. Even in your party, there are hypocritical people there waiting for you to lose this election, that they can come with a block to chop off your neck. Yes? Congratulations, Mr. Mark Goldwyn.
In the party, out the country, and you lot have done well, it must be said. The balance of power has been shifted at local government. And this is a good place for Mark Goldwyn to press on from, to become more robust and ruthless. Those skills, Mark Goldwyn, that you have learned, that you have picked up and have grown into along this election campaign, perfect them.
And I must say that Andrew Holness is now a wounded dog fighting for all his life. I have known this Jamaica Labour Party to be a party that have no time for wounded leader. And I am now thinking that Mr. Andrew Holness' neck will be going on the chopping block. Yes, I feel that the JLP would not thinking of carrying Mr. Andrew Holness into the general election Andrew Holness has become a wounded animal. Yes, this JLP party do not like wounded leader. And I can tell you the history of this party. Do you remember that eloquent man, Mr. Siaga? When Mr. Siaga has become a beaten stick for Michael Manley and then for PJ Patterson, the JLP party couldn't take it no more. So them put him one side and bring in Bruce Golden. And you have seen Mr. Bruce Golden have become also a wounded animal, a wounded leader. And this JLP party put Mr. Golden one side and bring this enigma, this unthinking person, this cruel man, Andrew Holness, to the forefront. And believe you me, Andrew Holness, in just 2 elections, Andrew Holness has become one of JLP wounded animal. The party not going to carry him forward. I can bet on this. Mr. Andrew Holness would be coming under challenge. And right now, I can see people like Christoph smiling in his corner. I can see all Bobby Montague licking his tongue. And I can see also this whole dinosaurs, this all relic Ed Bartlett with claw ready to jump in. Yes, they would be going at Andrew Holness. I can bet you, if we say Andrew Holness survive and go in this general election for 2025, it is more than what we are thinking, that this man here is backed by the demons from hell. Yes.
Work on them. Work on them, because they realize they are losing the narrative and the center ground in the country.
Yes.
They are losing the votes.
Yes.
The director of election last night left me rather confused. Did any of you hear? I did not do recording of that. I did, but I'm going to go back to the area FM and see if I can get that bit out. The director of elections last night. Please like and share the live, please. There's 1,227 of you here. Please give us some like and share. Help to support the broadcast so it can get further out there and our platform can grow. That's all the support we're asking for here. There's a lot of people who have joined us this morning. Welcome to Global Television. Thank you all for joining us. It's very much appreciative to have you all on board. I really appreciate the support. Continue to like and share the program and become a part of the family. My moderators will also be responsible to your queries because I don't always focus on the chat. So thank you all very much for those who have joined the Global TV family this morning. I really appreciate having you all here. Everybody is welcome to have their views as long as we are respectful to each other and respectful of others' views. Everyone is welcome to have their view on Global TV. Also in the top of the chat, the link to the studio is pinned in the top of the chat. if you are confused, as I am, and if you have an issue with the director of elections, the office, which is in the office of the Prime Minister, Mountainside, Lisbon, but it is what they're publishing, because this is why I'm on the director of election this morning, because the director of election have a duty to not confuse. He has a duty giving us the correct numbers of declaring all sorts, because that Cliff Hughes and the others made last night was all were coming from the Electoral Commission, whether it be exit polling or whatever. But all of those, all mistaken narrative or mistaken declaration or whatever, or too quick declaration, all of this confusion last night came from an office that is in the office of the Prime Minister, and all of us must question that. It is to be questioned. Just hit the link in the top of the chat, and it should bring you into the studio. But the director of election, they are responsible for the election, and they shouldn't be giving misinformation. This is the number that was published, and they have published a lot of other different numbers for different constituencies and division. How are we to know what is right and what is wrong if the director of elections is not sorting all these queries and confusion that the public is left with? The public is left with confusion. Did you listen to all these state broadcasters last night? These so-called journalists and broadcasters, them have credibility and for them credit.
I am telling you, Jamaica need some broadcasters, and I'm warning Mrs. Diane Jackson Miller to guard her credibility and don't make money take away your credibility. Miss Diane Jackson Miller, you are a good journalist and you should guard your credibility. You cannot make TVJ allow you to spin narrative and give the Jamaican people bad information. And I'm telling you, it is not looking good, and TVJ not looking good. TVJ is just in it for ads, to gain ads. TVJ has now become a station that is unreliable. Yes, TVJ is nothing now but a political act. And TVJ, I am warning you, if Jamaica should have at least two more stations, they will forget you. They will forget you. I must tell you, TVJ, your station have gone to the dogs.
Ability people go off. Did you hear how confused? If your internet signal is not strong, because it won't take you to the studio. Generally, you have to have strong internet fit link you to the broadcast. So that might be the actual problem.
Yes, TVJ is now like a little rubbish heap ready to dump at Riverton City Dump. Yes, that is TVJ ready to unload at Riverton City Dump. TVJ is ready for the dongle.
But everybody was confused last night. I'm not blaming both sides of the fence here. There may be corruption on both sides of the fence. The issue, the confusion last night, for me, the confusion was coming from the director of election. Kenny, you could well say that because the broadcasting house, TBCJ, public broadcasting house last night. They are our public broadcaster. They are the state broadcaster. Can you imagine on an election result night, a state broadcaster, cut a headline in any country? Election result is headline. In any country, unless there's something like a terrorist attack or whatever is going on, election result is headline. And in our country last night, state card went to board. And then the Prime Minister took to Instagram to have press conference. What happened to the state broadcaster, Prime Minister? What happened to the state broadcaster? Why the Prime Minister went to Instagram to have a press conference last night?